people. This is Niger Commando Storytelling Challenge Day 23. My name is Mike Owangwa. This is wonderful. So we have 17 days to get to day 40. All right. So today I'll be telling a story about treat everybody right. Treat everybody right. We usually have the tendency to size people up before we determine how we want to treat them. And unfortunately, that's the case in many quarters. So, years ago, I heard this story about a man who ran. He wanted to see an influential person. Okay, this influential person owns a record label and did a lot of production. It was a big name, right? So, this man ran. He was going to his office. He wanted to see the man inside his office, But while he was passing, there was another person with shorts who was carrying cassettes. Back then, we used to have cassettes, cartons of cassettes, and all. So the man was carrying with shorts. It just looked simple. This man ran without greeting anybody. He brushed past him and ran into the office because he was going to see this big man. He needed him for something very important. So when he got in to the office and asked for him, the staff now told him, "Didn't you see him outside? He just stepped down and he's doing something." And then they pointed at him outside, and it was this same man that he had brushed past, okay, that was wearing shorts and carrying cassettes and all. Interesting, there's this other story one of our church members back then told us. He said that his uncle was a very wealthy farmer, very wealthy, but very down to earth as well. And this is uncle. He would usually sometimes, when the laborers who were working on the farm, when it was time to eat, he would sit down with them. And if it was gari they were going to soak, whatever, any kind of food, they put it in a large basin and he would join these workers and the laborers and he would eat with them. So he was that kind of person. So one day, people from the bank, they came to see him. And so when they met him at first, how a farmer will be, he was looking rough and all that. So they now told him that, please, they wanted to see so and so. He now said, okay, he's coming. Let him go and call him. So he went upstairs. He went into the house and he came back dressed, like a big man will be dressed. And he came now and said, this is him. He was trying to make a point to them that day. And those guys were embarrassed. But they learned the lesson eventually. So what am I saying this morning? Please treat everybody right. Treat people well. I know that it is very tempting to judge people by how they look. It is very tempting to look at people and you determine how you are going to treat them from the scent of their cologne, from how you size their dresses, from their accent, from all that. But it's actually not necessary. You might even discover that those people that look so common and ordinary, they might be the people you need, for that opportunity you are looking for. You never can tell. But even if they were not going to help you, even if they were not in a position, God himself, that is what he desires of us, that we treat people fairly, treat people equally. Yes, you want to treat people who have wealth or who have what you desire. I want to treat them specially. But when you look at people firsthand, on a first-hand basis, please don't discriminate. Don't discriminate based on tribe. Don't discriminate based on religion. Don't discriminate based on their looks. Don't discriminate even based on their complexion. Sometimes fair people get away with things a lot easily than people who are dark complexion, because they stand out, when you see them. And, so these things, there is a way our minds work. But I just want to send a word to you today. Please, on this day of Niger Commando Storytelling Challenge, I'm telling you to please treat everybody right and equally. Respect everyone, whether they look like it or they don't look like it. You never can tell who that person you're dealing with is. So this has been me, Mike Owangwa, on Niger Commando Storytelling Challenge Day 23. Let me know what you think. Have you ever been in that situation where maybe people treated you in a particular way based on how they perceived you? They just felt that you were a nobody or something. Have you ever been in that situation? Or have you treated somebody like that and eventually discovered that, to your shame, that person was somebody else? So let me know your thoughts. Please remember to like, remember to comment, remember to share this video, and remember to please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I'll see you tomorrow on day 24 Niger Commando Storytelling Challenge. Bye bye.